welcome to my video on modding my mod. This is the harness that you can buy at my website, link in the description, to be able to turn off the heat on the first generation Nissan LEAF. It is very simple. When it's off, the car operates normal. On 1 it turns the heating off, and on position number 2 it just lowers the heat about 30 degrees Celsius. However, I'm not too happy with this switch. It doesn't look very nice, and also if you have it on the off position, if you still were able to use car wings or whatever Nissan has rebranded as now, if it is in the position 1, you won't be able to preheat your car. So that's kind of like an issue. But the major thing is that I just don't like the switch. It doesn't look nice, and you have to actually drill a hole in your car somewhere. I don't like that. So I've been searching the interwebs. I have found this rocker switch, and that doesn't look very nice, does it? And I've got loads of different samples of these types of switches that will fit very nicely into the Nissan switch holders, but it just doesn't look very nice. Finally, I found a switch that actually does look very nice. However, it does just have on-off. It doesn't have the 3 position, but that's the kind of like the second position here that lowers the temperature. I'm not too sure whether that actually saves a lot of energy or not. But it says this one says LED off. It preferably would read heater off, but well, yeah, whatever. You can use a switch like that, and that one looks very nice. I'm gonna show you how it looks into the console. Well, this is the cup holder on your Nissan LEAF, and as when I turn it the right side way, you will see that this one will fit very nicely in this slot. That will actually look as close to OEM or factory as it is possible. It's gonna look gorgeous. Method 1, this will only give you a better looking switch. It will do the same thing as this round switch, but it will not have the possibility to reduce the heat loss in the second mode. It can only turn the heat on or off. First, you'll have to actually dismantle the little switch, which is fairly simple. Since you want to use this switch that do have 2 bulbs, one constant light and one light that will turn on when you press the button, you need to actually cut that bulb, or else you will be that resistor and bulb will screw up the resistor in the harness, and will give a really weird reading for the car. And that is very, very simple. You can either just wiggle it enough so the bulb falls off, and you can just take any kind of pliers or whatever and just chuck it off. It's just get that off so the circuit breaks there. The connector will still get the signal through. And then you take the red cable and you connect it to the red cable on your harness and the green cable onto the brown one. The blue cable here, you can just leave it alone for later if you want to use the round switch sometime again. If you do need the spade connectors, the small female ones, the small male ones, you can get them at probably your local hardware store or Radio Shack or whatever. Just you can bring your little old switch in and ask for a similar spade connector. Remember that it's not supposed to fit in on that side, but on that side. So you need the male connector. I can't remember the size of it. But just connect one on the green one and one on the red one and connect it together. Very, very simple. Method number 2 is very similar to method number 1. The difference is that you will have a permanent little light there. So, once again, you use the same method as in method 1 to connect those two to the harness. Once again, remove the little bulb there. Make sure that you do that correctly. And you use the second set of leads to connect to your cigarette lighter. That should be very, very easy. You can either just connect it with some clip-on connectors, ask at a local hardware store or whatever how to tap into those. And the black one is minus and the yellow one is plus. So it's very, very simple. The function of this switch now will be that when you turn your car on, that little light there will be on. A little blue, nice little light. It will light through, oops, I can't remember which one. It will be there. So that's very nice, isn't it? No, it will be there. It will be under the writing there. So that's fairly simple, isn't it? That was method number 2. Method 3 is a bit more advanced, and I'm sorry to say that I need to make another video on that. So please go back to my channel and watch part 2 of this modification of the climate control harness modification. It is a little bit more technical, and it involves a little relay, etc. So that's why.